Hello, viewers, and welcome to today's quest. We have the Jack of Spades. This was released with the release of the city Menaphos. It is June 5th as I record this. The only requirements you are going to need is Diamond in the Rough. You don't need anything. Rewards are pretty lame except for the fact that you get access to Menaphos and all those wonderful little goodies. So to get to this place, what you need to do is you need to take the Alcarid Lowstone and just go south into the palace. And all the way south into this main room. And we have Emir Al Mirza. Whatever. You need to talk to that guy. Talk about the Jack of Spades. Yeah, sure. Yeah, don't. Okay, head upstairs and we're going to want to talk to Osman. Select chat option 5. Why is this guy like everywhere? What the heck? No, go away. So there's going to be some stairs to the north. We're going to want to climb them. And once here, we need to talk to Grand Vizier and select the first chat option when we get the chance. So just south. Well, let's go. I want to get this over with. Come on. Short, quick, few-minute quest. You're going to want to dismiss any follows you have and unequip anything that you are wielding as a weapon. Oink. Because they don't like it when you have that stuff on a carpet. Okay. So now we are going to head on to Menaphos. If you want to, but I'd rather him just lead me on because I really don't feel like clicking on my map that much. When we get there, you need to follow him into the city. And it's just going to give you a show around of what's on there because Jagex likes showing off their hard work. Holy crow, that guy could stand to lose some weight. Probably has a bunch of wives with 120 cooking. Just follow him around, and that is a lot of music tracks unlocked. Holy moly. Okay. Speak to sound. Jack of Trades. Well then. So there's going to be some guards outside. We're going to want to talk to them. If you don't know the area, you can ask them for directions, or you can just use your map. The ports area is along the south part of the city. So we need to go find the Golden Scarab Inn and find an Admiral Wadud, something like that. Okay, now we need to speak to somebody that is about west of the lodestone. Outside the Great Pyramid, their name is Commander Acomet? Anyway, while we're at it, I'm going to activate the lodestone. Should have done it on the way here, but whatever. So much for a great city. They can't even keep one person from stealing everything. So we're going to go back to the central area where the lodestone is. We're going to want to go north and then a little west, and we need to find the bonfire and speak to somebody called Batal near that. Let's go to the workers' district. We're almost there. Okay. Shifting sands. Oh, shifting tombs here. And we're going to find Jack there. Feel free to go through the options just to try and convince him to give you the stuff so you can return all the stuff. I've heard enough. So the shifting tombs has this neat little thing where if you right click it, you can quick travel around the area. But the first person we need to return to is right here. And this is where we find doing favors in order to get reputation. But that's something that you can discover in Menaphos. So next we're going to go to the Imperial District. Turn item to them. Ports. Then we end in the merchant area where we started. Then after you're done that, you talk to Hassan. Congratulations, you've completed the Jack of Spades quest. You're awarded 500 agility, 500 construction, 500 engineering, and thieving experience. You also have access to Menaphos, including district reputation and the shifting tombs beneath its streets, and 2 treasure hunter keys. Now, granted, this is so long as you have the requirements in order to do the shifting sands. Or tombs, whatever. I'm going to mess that up all the time. So far as Menaphos itself goes, you're going to be able to explore it. There's banks and mining areas and all that stuff. So far as reputation goes, there's certain perks that you can get from each district for getting reputation with them. So feel free to go have fun with that stuff. There's a grand exchange as well. Now this unlocks a Crocodile Tears quest, which you can use to get more reputation. Then when you get the reputation, it goes based on tiers. You'll be able to do Our Man in the North and the Fight Club respectively. So now that Menaphos has been released for a little while, they've added a few new things. Obviously, they're going to expand the city, like what you can do in the city to gain rep. Other than going to different places and either doing the skilling like woodcutting or fishing or mining. By the way, you could do this for everything. Like if you want to stay fishing in ports the entire time, you can do that and still gain rep for other districts. So just so you know that you don't have to stay within a district in order to gain rep just with that district. You don't have to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to open the reputation and you select which one you want by clicking on this little star right here. So say I want to change from worker to merchant because I still haven't gotten the cat, which I'll explain that part later, because you need rank 5. So I'm going to select merchant. And now I switch to the merchant district. All reputation I get is with that. And if you go back here, you'll see the little star next to this, and that's going to be where your rep is going to go. Each one, they have different little perks. You can just click on them and hover over them to see what perks, anywhere from more experience or I don't think more experience. It's a better chance of getting resources from somewhere. I like doing the ports first because they have a thing where you can unlock implings. Where is it? Like randomly, implings will spawn and you can catch them. They can go up to, I've seen dragon and kinglies. I haven't seen crystals. I don't think they can go up to crystal, but the dragons and the kinglies are much more rare. I've only gotten, I think, 3 dragons, and but it's nice for lower levels that want to collect that stuff, or for Iron Men that have need to be a little bit more self-dependent than the rest of us to catch certain stuff that could help you a little bit. But I'm going to switch back to worker because I want to complete worker first. Now with this, for doing quests, for overall, you need to, everything you gain from any one of these will actually increase your overall city reputation by the same amount. So by the time you get like rep completely all the way in one, there's a good chance you're going to be like almost done with the city. The city needs 330,000 rep overall to complete. And let's see, where's the first one? The first one is the Crocodile Tears quest. You need a gain for that. Then there's our man in the north at 99,000. Then the Fight Club at 254,100. And for this one, by the way, you need to have your magic carpet summoned or it's not going to work. I really don't care, so I don't have it summoned. But that's why you see everyone walking around with their little magic carpets in the city, is because they want it summoned. No other hints. I would recommend that once you get high enough that you can access the VIP area, I would recommend you access the VIP area. I'll show you that in a little bit. The shifting tones I'm not going to show you because you have to full on go through it and it takes a few minutes. It's kind of it's a nice little thing. You smash pots or you mine corruption or whatever the heck. It'll show what your goals are when you enter it. You have to get all the chests it asks you to, as well as solve the puzzles of the sarcophagi. It's pretty easy. You just have to watch where the floaty things go and then hit the tiles in that order and it'll unlock. Keep in mind though that with the shifting tomes, you need to get back to the end area and climb that rope before the time expires, or you don't get anything. Like you don't get any of the nice stuff at the end. That has to be done. I found that out the hard way. Other than that, there are corrupted scarabs. It'll show if you're in the world chat, it'll show only, but if you're in Menaphos, if you're somewhere else, it's not going to show you in the world chat, as well as soul obelisks. There are a few friends chats you can use. I'll talk about that in a little bit. There are also city quests you can do. I think you can do 1 or 2 a day. You talk to Erlich about that, ask for a hint, and he'll tell you about someone somewhere that can do it. I'm sure that the fan websites, particularly the wiki, will have information on what those hints mean and help you run through those quests a little bit. There are a few things you can only get from the quests, so if you want to complete everything that's in the city, you're going to have to do those. There's also, you talk to this assistant right here. He gives you a book, and you can get, you have to hunt down certain cats. You have to pet them, as well as find certain gems when you're doing stuff or trading people, and find bugs. By the way, let me thank Jagex for putting bugs in me. I really appreciate. That's really so nice. I thought we had something, but I guess my membership doesn't mean anything to you anymore. Anyway, yeah, some of these you can only be found during all this. The bugs themselves are for skilling. Some of the gems are from skilling. Others are from finding houses with doors unlocked or finding them in. It says here how you can find them. If you want more, like certain cats can only be found on certain days. Certain gems can only be found in certain areas. As I said, the wiki will have things that can help you with that. Like there's this one door somewhere that every time I don't work seems to be locked, of course. And it can only be unlocked on certain days. It's not a guarantee that it's going to be unlocked all the time, and the wiki has a talk page stating what day it is and whether or not the door is unlocked that day. So I would recommend kind of bouncing between this little kind of vague guide here and the wiki on how to find stuff like that. They've also done an update. This was a few weeks prior to when I post this video, that you can now right-click the shifting tomes to transfer between all the districts. So I'm going to go to Imperial, and I'm going to show you the VIP area, which, yes, there is a cat there. This is where, once you can get to it, I would recommend you can, because this is portables are popular here, so long as we have that 5%. I don't know how much longer this is going to be out for. Heard it's going to go away soon. But yeah, you have the acacia trees, you have fishing spots, you have the rocks, and you have the kitty. Now with these trees, you don't have to bounce back and forth between the trees because they respawn pretty quickly. You don't need to worry about that. And there's a nice little handy bank chest right here. So now that it's been out around enough, there's a few extra things that you can do. Oh, fuck, screw me. And so here's a soul obelisk. You just pretty much will click on it and just siphon, siphon, siphon. Where's my food bar? Did I put it on 2? Yeah, I did. Okay, derp. You have to bring food to this or you're going to die eventually. Sometimes there are healers, not always. There's 3 friends chats that you can use to find the soul obelisks. Hey, look, that died. Huh, crap. You can use the friends chat Soul Obby, or you can use Soul Obby FC, because usually Soul Obby is really, really busy. Obviously, as this progresses more, it'll become less and less crowded. But for now, it's pretty decently crowded. Sometimes the friends chat Menaphos will tell you about soul obelisks, or they'll tell you about bugs, or they'll tell you about cats, or gems. Yeah, 104 is not actually here, guys. I should have read the chat. Yeah, okay, great. Oh, 119, 119. So if you use these chats for hunting obelisks, M means merchant, P ports, I imperial, etc. W workers. It's a nice way of understanding them easier. But you will get experience. Make sure to eat food. Sometimes there's healers. Good luck. Come on. I really wish you would stop bloody doing that. Put the food on your hot bar, and then you can just use it and you'll keep siphoning. You won't stop. However, if you click on the food to eat it, you will stop and you'll have to click on the obelisk again. Good luck getting a group with a healer with it. That makes this things a lot better, and healers, really anyone that has healed for the duration of a soul obelisk, I thank you, because you guys are MVPs. So these little guys will appear. They're busted, or they're you burst them. They're corrupted scarabs. They give decent Slayer XP as well as some reputation. Make sure to bring food because they do hurt. It'll say something about agitated scarabs trying to corrupt. They'll appear all around. The best place to get them is around the shifting tombs. You can just, when you pluck these, you can just right click. Let's see, I want to go to merchants now. And look, here they are again. So you just keep bursting them and they'll go away after a couple of minutes. But this is one of 2 things that can appear other than doing the shifting tombs themselves, which is pretty easy.